minutes after 4 o'clock. How you doing this afternoon? David Cheney, sitting in for Jack Snyder. This is the Mighty Men of Southern California, KBT.
Abducted in Newport.
Before that, let's see it.
Reading between lines that you never wrote. I'm in pain, dear. So undecided.
11-year-old Linda O'Keefe. Well, she was just like any other 11-year-old girl, I guess. She's close to her family, although they fought. She was always fighting with the younger sister. She loved pets, especially a cat. She was close with her grandparents, and she had worries like any other kid. Like when was she going to get to hold the boy's hand? And would she ever get her first kiss? Oh, and she was proud of being a Girl Guide. Had every badge going. But she had problems with her math and had to go to summer school. And that's where she was that day when she finished up and gone to the office, phoned home to get a ride, and her mom told her that she had to walk back. It's about a 30-minute walk, and along the way, a classmate said that they saw Linda being followed by a blue van that kept stopping near her. It's about 10 minutes after that, a witness said that they saw the van parked with the door open near the young girl. And this was the last time the child was seen alive. Found the next day by someone out for a walk, lying in a ditch amongst the reeds, almost looking like she was sleeping. She was still wearing the dress that her mother made, but her underwear had been ripped off. She'd been strangled to death, raped. The school bag her mom made her, not far from the body. Neighbors say the sobbing from the family home was almost unbearable, but a collective guilt made everyone lie in their beds and listen, as if they needed to suffer too, a penitence of sorts, for living in leafy suburbia where this is not supposed to happen. And the mother, she never forgave herself for letting her daughter walk home alone. The cops, they searched and they investigated and they interviewed every pedophile and freak in town. But the case went cold. And they figured whoever did it must have been a drifter and moved on. But it was 45 years later that a young detective, while going through that dusty evidence box, came across Linda O'Keefe's diary, and he had the idea to post her daily entries on Twitter, as if she was still alive, in an attempt to kick the public consciousness into remembering something about the long-forgotten crime. With her once mundane musings now reading as tragic poetry, an incomplete biography. And although Linda's parents were now dead, along with many of the investigators, evidence was saved, most importantly the semen found inside the young girl. And I bet that investigators thought never at the time that one day they could identify what the killer left in the young girl's body and sprayed on her dress. But they got a match, and they entered it into a genealogy website where you track down long-lost relatives. And they came up with one name, James Allen Neal, a loser who lived in the area at the time doing odd jobs. He was out on parole for previously sexually assaulting a minor. Now 72 years old, married, 5 kids, twice as many grandkids. He never thought he'd get caught, and thought he was smarter than us all. But sadly, the Reaper denied the lynch mobs of their just reward, and Neal died in prison before his trial of an undisclosed illness.
Legion forever!
That book says no more.